And we are recording. Welcome everyone. This is your host Abraham L. Jaguar, a professional game master. First of all, this channel is proudly sponsored by pt2 Studios, the publishers and developers of Dames of Asstoria, a tabletop role-playing game where you play as monster girls, experiencing high adventure in a world that doesn't fully accept them. They have recently released Daughters of Lamb. This is a pay what you want tabletop RPG where you play as cybernetic nuns with guns, looking for the missing pieces of their AI god. You will find it in their website. The link will be in the description and in the pinned comment. This channel is also proudly sponsored by the Red Room Publishing. In fact, we have Miguel and Silvia here, the masterminds behind the Red Room. Check out their website for exclusive tabletop RPG products. And check out their MicroRed category of games. They are ready to play RPGs with their settings and a streamlined version of the Red system. Definitely check it out. You will find the link in the description and in the pinned comment as well. So today we are continuing the KULT Divinity Lost, the Black Madonna campaign. As always, we have our group here, starting with Miguel. Thank you for being here, Miguel. And tell us, what do you think? What are Klaus's thoughts so far on what you have been experiencing?
We have been subjected to some kind of hallucination. Drugs. We were drugged, obviously. There's no such thing as occult phenomenon or whatever. So that is my point of view, at least for now. I'll probably change my mind later, but for now, that's what I think.
Klaus is still within that line of thought.
Oh
Could be
yeah,
true. You never know.
well, yeah, this is a realist. Is not going to believe this kind of thing unless there's real proof.
And Mark, thank you for being here. And what is the doctor's general opinion on things?
Dr. Werner Kurler is, generally speaking, a scientifically minded man, but during a time before when he was someone else, he experienced things. He knows that there is a reality beyond what you see. So he's far more willing to believe there's something genuinely supernatural going on than Klaus is. The real challenge for the doctor is whether this ties into the secret he's been looking for all along, which is the way to make this power work for him.
That's the scientific approach taken to the occult level of things, definitely. And Judd, welcome, and please tell us what's Peter's take.
Well, Peter has had a brush or two with the occult previously, but it's always been at someone else's control. So this is the first time he's been a participating member, and so he's very confused about what's going on, and he's noticed a motif that he wants to follow up on.
Yes, it's like an investigative sort of approach. Now, Sylvia, welcome as well, and tell us what's Marlene's opinion on this chain of events.
Well, Marlene had seen some very messed up stuff done by people. So I don't think she's at this point very scared of the supernatural. I think she would be more scared of people. But like Klaus, she just thinks that we are all having some strange bad trip. She's mad with Magda because she's convinced that she decided to pass this curse or disease or whatever to us on purpose.
So it looks like she's in the middle of a paradox. Like one part of her wishes to think that this is just like a trip, but the other part thinks that there could be something else. And Pedro, thank you and welcome. And tell us, considering Pierre is a bit closer to Magda when compared to the others, what is his take on
Well,
things?
basically, Pierre is a pragmatist. He had some dealings with strange events in the past. Well, mainly because he's an involuntary medium. He had some close encounters with with entities. At least he thinks as entities, not of this world in the past. But as pragmatist, he's always trying to see what he has to gain from the experience. And concerning Magda, well, I think he's trying to get all the answers from her to see what all this situation is about and how can he get some out of it, something for his gain.
For those of you that haven't seen the other parts of this campaign, please check out the playlist. Just like a little summary. Indeed, their friend Magda, it looks like, for whatever reason, the group of player characters, they have been infected with some sort of strange malady or contagion, apparently. So they are looking for answers. And Magda didn't show up to a breakfast with her friend, and so Irene Adler, Magda's friend, asked the characters to meet up to check up on her in her apartment building. So now the characters are standing in front of the building, and so it begins. You are standing before a 2-story high apartment building, unremarkable, of a grayish color. The street entrance is locked with a normal lock, but there is also a panel to enter a code. And there are various buttons, obviously to ring the bell of the doors inside of the building. But the sliders, where you can place the numbers of the apartments, are only occupied with room 2, 4, and 5. According to Irene Adler, Magda's friend, room 4 is Magda's room.
It's a sparsely occupied apartment building.
Yeah, very few tenants.
That in itself seems unusual.
What do you say?
I look up at the building, and and I kind of peer through my glasses, and I look at all of you, and it's like there are so many people looking for residences right now. Why is this building mostly empty?
Dr. Werner must roll soul.
Okay, here it comes. Oh, that's a pretty good roll. Let's see, that's 14 on the die. I lost track of my character sheet. 1 second. Where the heck did it go? Oh, there we go. I'm looking in the wrong place. Okay. Yeah, so that's a total of 13.
For an instant, Dr. Werner got the psychic impression of Magda screaming in pain inside of her apartment. A vision, a flash in his mind, and then it's gone.
I jump back for just a moment, and then I look at the rest of you.
Are you okay,
I say,
Color?
I cannot explain this, but Magda is in pain. I'm hearing her scream. Can the rest of you not hear this?
I
No.
pressed the 4 button.
Of course not. Thank
No.
you, Peter. Yes, I don't know
There
why.
is no
you're
answer
wasting
as the
time
button is
here.
pressed.
Okay. Press the other ones, Peter. Maybe someone will. Just press them hard. Maybe someone will answer.
I look around. Is there an alternate way to get up?
As
We
Dr.
could try
Werner
one of the other buttons.
Wait.
expresses his concern.
I can try to open the door.
As the other buttons are pressed, a voice is heard through a speaker just to the side of the panel. An old woman's voice is heard, but it's not Magda's. Yes, hello?
Hello, excuse me. We're trying to get to Magda. I think she's fallen ill or something. She's in apartment 4.
Oh, that sweet lady. Why do you think she's sick?
Well, she has not answered. She didn't show up for an appointment, and she has not answered her buzzer. We're very concerned about her.
Oh, just one moment. Hold on a second. I'll be right there. I'll open the door for you.
Thank you.
A few minutes pass by, and the street entrance is open. And before you is a thin woman with long grayish brown hair. And she speaks. Oh, Magda's apartment is in the second floor. If she's in trouble, please do hurry.
What room? In what room are you staying, madam?
I am in room 5.
So you are next to her, right?
Yes, yes.
Sorry about the question, but it may seem a little strange. But have you noticed something strange about Magda lately? Some perhaps strange visitors or strange noises coming from a room?
Well, I thought that perhaps it was some sort of hobby of hers, but sometimes you could hear her chanting some weird thing. It sounded like one of those church songs, but I am not exactly sure. But out of that, I haven't noticed anything else.
I hold the door open for everyone, and Monsieur Paquet, perhaps you would like to escort our benefactor upstairs.
Yes, I will take this. Sorry, what's your name?
Yes, my name is uh, Janine Brown.
I will escort Miss Brown to her room.
Thank you.
I step up close to Peter and I say quietly to him, Peter, have you come suitably equipped for a dangerous situation?
I have.
As have I. We must be careful. There is something here, something beneath the surface.
I nod. We should be about it. I don't like being out here when something's going on in there.
But this is our old ladies. Are you afraid of old ladies, gentlemen?
I have
Of
seen old
course.
ladies cut grown men's throats, but that was long ago. I step inside the building.
I'm afraid of anyone with a proper agenda.
As you proceed up, Janine tells Pierre,
Yes.
yeah, but you do have a key to her apartment or something, right? Because as I understand it, she hasn't been answering lately.
No, unfortunately not. We are friends, old friends. We're trying to see what's going on with her, but we don't have a key. Do you know anyone who could aid us in that matter?
Well, the landlord, but he's rarely in his office. You might as well try it. It's in the first floor.
Oh, and what's his name?
The landlord is Paul Kruger.
Okay. Okay, but first I will take you to your room.
Thank you.
No problem, miss. So Pierre escorts Janine.
For a moment, Pierre senses a sensation of displacement and suffers a point of stability, thinking as if he's someone else.
I will head to door 4 and listen at it to see if I can hear Magda or anyone inside.
Peter suffers a point of stability, thinking in the future, sensing that he is not connected to his body, and then takes action. The room is completely in silence.
I'm getting close to the door. And
I'll
I take.
press the buzzer and try to wake her up already.
Klaus easily verifies that she is not responding. She didn't answer the button from outside. And there is no response now that you are inside the building.
I go to the first floor to the landlord.
Stop, Pierre. Wait. I take some tools from my backpack. Let me try to open I mean, do you want to call the landlord?
Well, at least it would be a easier way to open the door. But if you are feeling lucky, please
Please.
go ahead.
I stand so that I will block if Janine is still watching. Block what she's doing.
Okay, I take my
Mar-
tools and I try to open the door.
Marlene must roll either perception or intuition.
I'm going to roll perception. Okay. I rolled the 6 and the 10, and now I don't remember how to read it on 2d10s. Is it
16
16.
16 exactly? 16, sorry.
plus bonus.
With the
added.
bonus, yes, with 18, but I'm uneasy, so it's 16.
Despite,
No, it's 17. I have a last one.
Despite the old design of the lock, Marlene is able to open the door. And Janine has gone into her apartment and is nowhere to be seen.
Yes, it was a lot harder this way.
I
Please,
see.
gentlemen.
I
Well,
smile.
thank
Very
you
well
very
done.
much. Let's
As the-
enter then.
Oh yes.
As the door is open, you find yourselves in front of an L-shaped entrance hallway. Just in front of you, in the shorter section of the L, there is a wooden door just across. On the floor, there are letters and newspapers. There is a hanger for coats. The walls are decorated with woodcuts of half human and half fish figures. The longer section of this hall has 3 doors, one on the right, two on the left, and the hallway continues into another room that you cannot see clearly from this position.
I reach for the letters.
Most of the letters are propaganda and advertisement, but there are a few letters that look interesting enough. One from Alberto Mirandola in Barcelona, another one from Arnold Weiss in Berlin, another letter from John Masterson in London, and there is a single piece of paper among the letters that reads in black ink, Piotr from the clinic, I have seen him. There is also a small note on a table to the right that reads, to Berlin.
I
look
open.
I look at the
Sorry.
fish people on the wall, just to check out.
I open the letters and start reading them.
It is clear to Klaus that they are occult representations beyond mere decorations, as Klaus has seen some of them in occult related magazines or articles, although they are still at a very superficial initiate level, nothing too secret. As
Klaus,
Pierre,
what have you found here?
I don't know, deep ones maybe. Fish people.
Oh, good heavens, Klaus. Let me take a look at it. I take out my magnifying glass and I start examining them. I try to make some connection between what I am seeing and the various materials that I have studied, particularly items in my library.
while Pierre examines the letters, Dr. Werner must roll reason.
I step past them and go to the corner just to make sure the pathway is clear.
Let's see. That's a 17 plus 3, 20 total.
Dr. Werner is certain that despite the occult nature of the images, the icons, they are rarely used in serious occult or magical operations. For a moment, Peter can hear the distant voice of people from his past, of a certain ceremony that went wrong. And in the case of Pierre, he realizes that the letter from Alberto mentions that Alberto wishes Magda the best of times enjoying a Russian dictionary that she acquired from him, a dictionary from the 1700s. The letter from Arnold Weiss is asking Magda to meet up with him. The third letter from John Masterson in London is inviting Magda to the British Authors Congress autumn meeting.
I straighten up from my examination of the images. I say, oh, this is mere kitsch. This is not serious occult imagery. I have a feeling that this is merely decorative. It doesn't seem to be anything substantial.
Something here is not decorative. Do you hear those voices?
Good
Nope.
heavens, Peter, no. What
No.
voices?
No one is
voices?
talking except us, of course. I can hear you speaking.
Where are you hearing the voices, Peter? Where are they coming from?
Inside the room?
Deeper in.
Perhaps
We should probably hurry.
perhaps we should go further in. It is perhaps the case that something is happening even now.
Well, Magda's not here.
I reach inside my pocket and, of course, grasp the hidden Makarov pistol that is out of sight there. Let's go forward. I
I'll
begin
follow
walking
you.
towards the end of the hall.
I look
As-
around the corner to make sure to see what's there and point them in the direction of the door we can all see.
As nothing else of particular importance is seen, and the contents of the next room are revealed. It is a living room. There is a television set, a pinkish red sofa. There are bookcases with many topics, and there are two half-dead yucca palm plants on the windowsill. It is clear that this room has been unattended.
I'll I try to find in this room the dictionary that is mentioned on Alberto's letter.
It is clear to Pierre that the dictionary is not here.
Gentlemen,
This room doesn't look occupied for a while.
yeah, perhaps we should try one of the letters that I read from Alberto Mirandola from Barcelona mentions a dictionary that he sent Magda. Perhaps we also try to find this dictionary.
There are other rooms here. Perhaps we should
Yes.
simply start opening doors.
Yes, let's do that.
Magda,
Why would the dictionary be important?
I just start calling for her.
There is no
I don't know why we're
response.
not doing this. Okay.
But Pierre begins speaking in a strange voice. There is definitely something here. And then he goes silent.
What's going on with you, Monsieur Paquet? Are you having throat issues?
No, why are you looking at me like that? What happened?
Because, Pierre, we heard you say something in a very unusual voice. Yes, there's something here. You don't remember saying this.
No, I'm sorry, but well, I must be honest with you. From time to time, I tend to be the vessel of other entities.
So
I don't. It's not my. It's beyond me. I don't have any control about that.
Scared
turn on the.
speaks. He
I
begins
want to turn
talking
on the
once
TV.
more, interrupting. After all, you accepted me, but maybe I'll drop by some other time. Stop speaking.
You are
Wait,
silly, man.
you also accepted
So, accepted what?
you the offer last night. You also accepted it.
Yes, as I told you, yes, I accepted.
Then it chose you and not me.
Just a moment. Pierre, is this voice one that you have had for some time now?
I don't remember these occasions. As I told you, it's beyond me. I don't have any control, and I don't have any remembrance of it.
Yes, yes.
Peter, I don't believe this is a recent phenomenon that Pierre is describing. This is something you've been doing for a while, haven't you, Pierre?
Yes, from a few years back it started, but sometimes I'm alone, sometimes I'm with other people, and yes, it's off-putting.
Something about this place or something about the events that have recently occurred is starting to awaken old ghost, I think. I think that's why I heard the voices I heard. We should definitely search the rest of this place. I have a feeling Magna may be here and not able to answer us.
Klaus
let us
is
go.
suddenly very nauseous. Klaus is about to throw up. Suddenly,
Klaus, what is ever wrong?
a bone comes out of Klaus's mouth. It is quite clear that it is a human finger, bloodied. Klaus must roll. Willpower.
$17.
Klaus manages to compose himself. And he is not unnerved, but the bloody bone is on the floor in front of him.
Well, that surpasses my experience, Klaus.
What the fuck is this?
You are asking us, Klaus?
It's a human finger bone.
What have you been eating, Klaus?
Oh, maybe fast food? A hot dog? I don't remember eating a hot dog.
Oh my goodness. Okay, we are needlessly delaying. I walk over to the nearest of the doors in the hallway, and I open it.
The door leads to the bathroom. The bathroom is stained with a few drops of blood, or at the very least, a brownish red liquid that gives that appearance. But various corners of the walls are caked with vomit. There is a smell of perfume, and many boxes of pills and capsules are on the floor.
She was concealing an illness.
A
Yes,
rather
but
severe one, I think. I walk over to the bathtub and check, see if there's anything in there.
The bathtub has been used frequently. There are stains of soap and dirt. It hasn't been cleaned.
I check if there's a medicine cabinet and look through it.
Dr. Werner finds the cabinet, but both the contents of the cabinet and the boxes of pills and capsules on the floor are empty, but it is clear to Dr. Werner that these medicines are usually employed to treat schizophrenia.
Tita, I think that we have an issue here. It seems that Magda was taking psychotic, or I should say, antipsychotic medications. You may remember from our previous career that persons such as Magda sometimes ended up in state institutions where these were prescribed, it does make me wonder a bit about what has happened to her since we last saw her.
It also is concerning that she apparently self-diagnosed. Uh, who who made out these prescriptions for her?
Let me take a look. I take a look.
There is no indication as to who prescribed the medicine.
Peter, this is deeply distressing. I can see no evidence that this was formally prescribed, but these are controlled substances. How did she get them?
Money has its ways, but that means that she thought that her mind was more afflicted than her body. We should continue our survey, I think.
I go to the next closed door.
The door is opened, and a kitchen is revealed. There are a few mice, many dirty dishes. There are garbage bags piling all over, and there is greasy paper on the floor, napkins, and even wrappings from food. There is a key hanging from a hook on the wall. The key has a small card label that reads Berlin.
I reach for the key, and gentlemen, I found the key. I don't know where this is from.
Oh, it opens the Berlin Wall. That's open, so it's probably the wall.
Well, then we cannot use it.
Yes.
Perhaps an apartment offer in Berlin. I don't know.
I cannot help but wonder why paths would lead back to Berlin.
Do you think she was in any condition to get on a plane or a bus to go to Berlin?
Well, if she was, she would have taken the key. She left the key here.
True. Very true. Also, she would have called her friend to tell her she wouldn't make her appointment.
Well, whatever happened to her was we were with her last night, right? So I would say those creepy guys from the dinner were probably involved.
I cannot understand how she was functional taking this level of antipsychotic medications. And look at all the evidence of vomit and even blood in the bathroom.
Yeah, but as we seen her yesterday, she wasn't quite herself. So I don't think that the medication is working as it should be.
The perfume, that same perfume, I'm smelling it in the air. She's covering up the odor of other things. We must further explore.
That was half of her treatment regime, the antipsychotics and the perfume to mask whatever it was she was becoming or whatever was happening to her.
As you speak, you notice that the newly revealed living room has another wooden door leading further to the west of the apartment. So now there are two closed doors, one in the east part, another one in the west.
Should we split and try to make more ground?
Yes. Yell if you find anything important or dangerous.
Yes.
I will go with you, Peter.
I will go with Peter and Werner.
I go to the west door.
As the west door is opened, an office is revealed. There are two bookshelves with medical literature, history, and politics. There is a desk with an IBM computer, a calendar, and an answering machine.
Oh, I start rummaging all over the place. I start with the answering machine.
The answering machine is empty. There is no cassette to record anything.
Well, Next, the computer.
The computer is off, but it is connected.
I start up the computer. Probably will take some time. Will take.
The computer very slowly turns on, and the desktop, the first screen, shows normal icons that you would expect to see in any computer. But there is a single document labeled as addresses.
Double click on the icon.
There are 240 addresses containing all sorts of names. But of particular importance are the names of the three men that you last saw Magda with: Philip Kramer, Alexander Pogodin, and Anton Mahler. They are next to another address titled the Slavic Association in Berlin.
I write down all those 4 addresses.
And so
I'll
it
take
is
a look
done.
at the shelves.
Klaus can see a calendar apart from the books with medical literature, history, and politics. The calendar contains 6 names: Nathan Schonblum and Camelia Brugenes, listed as doctors, with notes scribbled on red pen that indicate that those specialists treated Magda but labeled her as a hypochondriac. There are also the names of Magnus Olafsson and Lars Strom. They also treated Magda according to the notes written directly on the calendar, but they found nothing unusual. There is also writing indicating Carl Essen, a chiropractor, that was fascinated with Magda's opinions on energy and spiritual power. And there is a medium, Elena Ackerman, but Magda made a small note indicating that she never managed to make an appointment.
I show the calendar to Monsieur Paquet.
Oh, she was quite busy with the doctors.
Yes, so she was an hypochondriac, besides everything else.
Yeah,
At
but
least so they
yeah,
say.
yeah, but that doesn't explain the state she's in, and perhaps the state
Well,
that she
maybe
put us in.
if she was self-medicating herself, she might be worse than she should be because she was taking pills she wasn't supposed to take.
Yes, probably. And that chiropractor, it seems that it was the only one that took her seriously.
Oh yes, a chiropractor took her seriously. Yes, of course. Yes.
Well,
Maybe she was going to some what do they call those Chinese doctors? Yes, he probably took her seriously as well.
well, let me check the rest of the desk to see if there is anything of interest inside the drawers.
Nothing else of interest was found. And while that is occurring, the other door is opened, revealing a bedroom with an unmade bed. There is an open wardrobe with half of the contents on the floor. On the bed, there is a single written note, and there is a dead ivy plant on a flower pot in front of a window.
As I look on this scene, I think back to my previous career and try to decide if this is the sign of someone in a hurry, someone being slovenly, or a room that has been tossed during a search.
Dr. Werner must roll perception.
I will approach the bed, pick up the note, and feel the bed to see if it's still warm, as if someone had slept there recently.
Peter is so stressed that he starts to think in the future as he takes his action and suffers a point of stability damage. But he picks up the note. The note contains address of an apartment, the address of an apartment, and a small message indicating, if you can't find me, meet me there. It's an address in Berlin.
I got a straight 18 on my roll.
Dr. Werner is absolutely certain that Magda left on a hurry by her own will. There are no signs of struggle or someone taking her away.
Peter, I believe that these are the signs that Magda left in a hurry to go somewhere. What did you find there?
I hand you the note. I believe the Berlin key might coincide with this address.
Aha! Good find, Peter. Yes. So Magda was very ill. She was taking antipsychotic medication. She was suffering from an illness. She leaves in a hurry. She
And she
goes to
left
this
last night.
address. Yes. Peter, you know what this means, though. This means you and I have to go back to Berlin.
Both Dr. Werner and Peter recover a point of stability plus their relation value, if any.
That's a +2.
I'm with them, so I'm going to. I just ask another stability point. Marlene just says, "Well, don't you think, Peter Werner, this is too easy, right? It feels like we're being set up. I mean, it feels like people are setting us up on a game, like we are rats in a maze."
As Marlene communicates that, she suffers a point of stability, thinking as if she is someone else.
There's a staged feel to it, but sometimes in these sorts of operations you have to play it as you get it.
Yes, Peter is right, Marlon. We have had experiences where you encounter these situations, and the truth is, you overcome it by walking into it. I know that seems counterintuitive. It is the product of hard experience.
As you are speaking, Pierre yells in a monstrous voice, "Oh, it is happening! They are coming!" The entire apartment reshapes, and the walls, the ceiling, the floor acquires a texture of the place that you all experienced in an apparent dream. The night when you first came into contact with the unnatural events.
Again?
Klaus,
What is going on here?
Klaus, it's happening again. Perhaps we should get out of this apartment.
As you are speaking from the entrance of the apartment, the sound of rushing footsteps, fleshy, dripping footsteps.
Oh,
Janine! I knew it!
I pull the Makarov out of my pocket and point it in the direction of the sound. My face becomes suddenly cold and hard, and my eyes stony, like I have changed in some subtle way to a different person.
I mirror this almost as I pull out my pistol as well.
Dr. Werner and Peter must roll coolness.
Oh, shoot. My coolness is normally pretty good, but unfortunately, that's still just a total of 5.
14.
Peter reacts steadfastly, and he knows that his next action will benefit due to his preparation. Out from the section of the hallway connected to the main entrance appear 4 figures, 4 humans, mimicking Jesus Christ. They are all dressed as the crucified Jesus. They are bloodied. They have thorny crowns. Their hands are completely infested with metal nails. And they all make their way into each of the rooms and begin swiping at you with their nail infested hands as they moan and yell. And Peter can take action before everyone else.
Peter will take a shot at the first of them.
Peter misses his chance to act as he's thinking in the future. Klaus and the others can act.
I
I'll
hide
point.
clones.
I hide behind the door.
Pierre must roll reflexes.
13 total.
Pierre accomplishes just that. And the humanoids launch themselves at the rest.
I coldly and methodically begin shooting my MicroRed. The 9 by 18 millimeter shells hitting the floor.
Dr. Werner must roll either violence or coolness.
Hope I get a better one this time. Let's see. Yeah, that's better. Let's see if it's not going to be violence for me. It's going to be coolness. My violence is a negative, so that would be 16 total.
One of the shots impacts the creature on the head and it goes down. The other humanoids shield themselves with their arms, and they are the focus of Klaus and Marlin as they are almost on top of them.
They can be killed, Peter! Shoot them! Shoot them!
I'll try to find a weapon, something they can use against them.
Peter fires at one.
Marlin must roll coolness.
5 and 8. I'm 58 now. We sum the dice, right?
13, yes.
Yes, my brain today is 13. Yes, it's 13 because I don't. No, I still have bonus, so it's 15.
There is a heavy statuette of a humanoid fish next to her. She can
I'm
still
picking
take
up the
action.
statuette and we'll try to smash the one nearest me.
Marlin must roll violence.
15, 12 because no, 15 less one, 14.
The crack is heard as the object impacts the skull of one of the assailants, and the creature goes down. While Peter was fumbling, one of the attackers swipes at his head with the hand. Peter must roll fortitude.
17.
Peter can roll away from the attack as it only grazes his head, but it still inflicts an injury. And Peter can now act immediately as he recovers.
Peter fires at that one.
Peter suffers a point of stability damage, thinking as if he's someone else, but takes his action. Roll violence.
11.
The Jesus parody is injured, but is still standing and looks towards Marlene, its face contorting and shaping into one of Marlene's most handsome nighttime adventures, one of her suitors. But at the same time, the face also contorts and looks at Pierre with the face of Jacqueline. The
Oh,
figure
oh,
summons with its arms, beckoning both of you to come to its embrace. Both Marlene and Pierre must roll willpower.
oh, okay.
Good.
Uh,
Mm,
so for 16 total.
I rolled a
Bo-
19, so it's 18.
Both Marlene and Pierre are able to resist this, and they feel a connection with the entity before them, and they are certain that their mental intention, their willpower, at this moment can actually harm the creature.
No, Jacqueline, it's not you. You died, Jacqueline. It's not you. Go away.
As Pierre pronounces that, the entire room reshapes and becomes normal, and all of the creatures vanish as if they were made out of fog or smoke, and there is nothing else.
What the hell was that?
Quickly, quickly! We must gather the spent brass and exit immediately. The
Yes, we
police will
don't
have been
know.
called.
We don't know if those shots were heard.
But what happened right now? What was that?
Let's talk someplace else, Pierre.
Drugs again. It must be. I sniff around.
I kneel to the floor and quickly pick up any of the brass I can get my hands on. I'm looking around
I
the
join
room.
him. Yeah.
And so it
Quickly,
is accomplished.
quickly! We must prepare an exit. There can be no evidence.
Suddenly, Janine Brown appears in the entrance and speaks. What was all of that? I heard like as if some heavy object fell. Are you people all right?
We're quite all right, madam. Yes, it does not appear Magda is here. We're going to have to go and find her elsewhere. Yes. No,
If
something fell over. It's no big deal.
if by any chance she comes back, please inform her that we were seeking her.
Oh, sure, sure. Have a good day now.
Have a good day, Miss Brown, and thank you for your help.
And so you managed to make your way out of the apartment.
I grabbed the Berlin key if no one else has done it.
I took the Berlin key, I think, in the kitchen. So I think we should go to Berlin.
I hand you the Berlin address card to go with it. Yes, that does seem to be what's indicated.
Well, I have some addresses that might be useful to us. I have the addresses of those three men that were with her yesterday, and also a Slavic association in Berlin. It seems important.
Where do
I would
those guys?
say that they are all connected then, Pierre.
Are they all
Yes,
in Berlin?
Fox.
They all live in Berlin.
It seems so. The addresses are all from Berlin.
You all remember that the trip to Berlin is about 300 kilometers from Hamburg, lasting 2.5 hours by train and about 8 or 9 hours by car, depending on the traffic.
Well,
We
it
should.
seems we will need to take the train back to Berlin then.
Yes, it's quicker.
Oh, dear me. Yes, we need to find Magda. That is the key. The other addresses, while interesting, I think Magda is at the center of this.
Don't you
Perhaps
think the landscape artist would also be someone to push on? I mean, after all, we are having a change of landscape every time we confront this thing.
A very good observation, Peter. Still, I feel like we need to find Magda first, but yes, I agree. The others would make a very useful point of investigation.
yes, but all the addresses are in Berlin, right? And I think Magda, for some reason, perhaps returned there also. I don't know.
Oh, yes. Yes, it's obvious. She fled, and she fled quite quickly. The signs in the bedroom were clear. So, yes, Pierre, she's on
Yes.
the run to Berlin. We have the key, and this is the address.
I show you my torn jacket. This was not a hallucination either. So, if any of you experts know what sort of things would transit us from where we were to where we found ourselves, now would be a good
Suddenly,
time.
suddenly, Peter feels as if he's talking to some sort of cosmic player controlling everyone, taking a point of stability, but he does just that.
Well, from this last experience, it seems that if we confront these hallucinations experience, they just go away. I don't think that physical violence is the answer for everything.
Oh, I cannot be entirely sure about that, Pierre.
Well, if
Can
they
you
were
find
hallucinations,
where my bullet went? It went into something. And Pierre, I'm not seeing a hole in the wall.
But that,
Yes,
that wasn't what stopped them. So
yes,
Pierre stopped them because, well, they couldn't lure us.
but did
yes,
he
Mm,
really check it if you did really shot the gun?
I
the
examined the Makarov.
the bullets were
I
fired.
yes, I show you the gun. I show you the expended brass.
Oh,
Klaus, I fired the gun. And I do think Pierre did do something that caused the entire event to end. I must think, what might this be? I'm trying to understand. I have perceived in the past occasions when it was suggested that there is a reality beyond our own. I am wondering if we are seeing it. Even if it's a psychiatric episode, Klaus, clearly something is happening.
we must find out more about this and perhaps take to our advantage. More information is needed.
I agree.
Peter must roll solo.
10.
Peter can barely hear the whisper of one of the participants of a certain ceremony that didn't go as expected in his past, saying a desperate message. Peter, they managed to break free from the control, but these creatures can be defeated by physical or spiritual means, but only if you are in their same dimension. And the voice is no longer heard.
It seems it is my turn to have an encounter thrust upon me. Someone heard a voice from my past telling me that we can handle these things only when we're where they are. When we cross over, that's when we can handle them, and not
So,
when we're here.
That comports with observation.
well, it seems that our past is catching up to us, to arm us or to aid us. Right, gentlemen and madam?
Agreed. I propose an experiment. All of us write down what we saw the entities look like without conferring with each other, and then we will compare those writings. If we are having a hallucination, we couldn't conceivably all describe them the same way, correct?
I
Yes,
believe that is correct, Peter. I take out a notepad and a pencil. I scribble something down, put the piece of paper in my hand, and hand out the pencil and the notepad to the others.
I write down first the image of the so what Jesus images and then the transformation of to my former acquaintance Jacqueline.
I write Jesus only. No, not Jesus only. I write Jesus.
I write a brief description, but enough to establish it. Yeah.
Yes, I wrote Jesus and then someone else. And I'll just put there someone else.
And so it
I
is done.
turn mine over.
And everything is revealed in the messages.
It would appear that we all, in fact, witnessed more or less the same incident. It does not appear that this could be individual psychotic experiences.
Yes, but it seems in my case and Miss Mueller, they adopted the faces of someone that we used to know.
Psychic attack, perhaps?
I don't know. This person, it was very important to me.
Then it
Well,
implies that they know things about us
or they
that if
can
you
read
think
your
about it, they
mind.
should not know.
If you are saying that they are creatures from another dimension, maybe they can read your mind or your soul or whatever.
It's a
Whatever
harrowing
you want to
thought.
call it.
My face twists for a moment. I sincerely hope that is not true, Marlene.
I will ask you a favor of all of you. The next time that you hear me change my voice, that entity occupies my body. I don't know how helpful that was in the past, but try to speak with it and see if he has some kind of information about all of this.
Pierre suddenly realizes that he is always aware when he speaks.
Okay.
Pierre is even certain that he could even have a conversation with the voice himself.
Okay. But feel free to talk to him. I don't know.
It has a very mocking tone. Do you feel that it doesn't like you?
I feel that I don't know what his intentions are, but next time I'll try to have some kind of conversation or some kind of leverage over him. I'll try to do that.
And
Okay,
just
gentlemen, should we go and look for Magna?
Yes.
Yes, we should go get the train.
And so, the train is easy enough to board as there are several trains available towards Berlin. The trip was uneventful, and as you approach Berlin, you can see an abundance of Stalinist architecture and antiquated factories. And now you are at the station in Berlin.
We should call a taxi, gentlemen.
Yes.
And the first address will be this from the key.
Yes, Magda's apparent bolt hole. Yes.
Yeah, I
I
agree.
didn't think I would be coming back here anytime soon.
Indeed, Peter, we should be cautious. It is dangerous for us to be here. Dangerous
Yes.
for all of us, of course, but for some of us more than others.
Silly me, I was trying to get some holidays away from all of this, but well, here I am again.
A taxi is easily acquired, and the address is easy enough to find. After a 15-minute drive, the taxi driver leaves you in front of an old 7-story tenement. It has small rectangular windows and a yellowish gray facade. There are some garden areas outside, and there are even small roads made out of multicolored stones. The main entrance is locked with an old-fashioned looking lock.
I think about the old map of the city. Is this on the western side or the eastern side of the formerly divided city?
Peter has never been in this section, but by a simple guesswork, it looks further to the east.
I examined the building. Is this something that was familiar to me in my previous life, or is it completely unknown to me?
Dr. Berner starts having dialogues with himself and suffers a point of stability, but it is quite clear for him that this building is almost practically unknown, especially considering his previous profession. It could be considered an anomaly that he is not very well aware of this location.
Peter, this is very strange. I do not recognize this building or its immediate surrounds. I've never been here before. And I've been almost everywhere in Eastern Berlin.
I don't also recall any kind of transactions that, or perhaps people that pass through the French embassy from this part of town.
I'm also wondering, considering my experience in the streets and with the gangs, if I've been in this area, do I know someone here? I'm trying to recall.
Pierre and Marlene must roll reason.
Reason, okay. +1.
Bad 9.
15.
Marlene has no knowledge or recollection about anything related to the location. But Pierre remembers that there are rumors that in this particular area of Berlin, a lot of people related to sects and cults have been found throughout the years.
Well, now that I'm thinking, I heard a while ago that this part of this area of town is tightly connected to cults and religions. I heard some stories about it.
Indeed,
Interesting.
Pierre. That is
Yes.
strange because, quite frankly, I would have expected to know about it. I look
Yes.
around.
Yes, but some
a
of
very,
these stories I
frown on my
heard.
face.
Yes, but some of the stories I heard through, well, unusual channels, you might say.
Are the other addresses also in this area from Magda's friends?
I don't know if they are near here.
Have a look, Pierre.
I check the addresses that I wrote down.
I get out a map to see if we can compare them.
There are no further connections or more information revealed.
So, not connected to this place.
But this
Anyway.
place is immediately interesting because it escaped notice for as long as it did.
Yeah, and also its background story. So we might find some interesting things here. I don't think that this key that we have will open the front door of the building, right?
Well, we can always try.
Let's see.
Is it just one key?
Yes.
It's just one key.
Okay. Well, probably the apartment door, more likely.
Or we
Miss-
could let someone into the building who has the apartment key. Let's find
Miss-
out.
Miss Mueller, can you work your magic with this door?
Well, I can try. Just make sure nobody's looking.
As Marlene approaches the lock and remembering the key she just saw an instant ago, she is certain that key could very well match the street entrance.
Well, I do my magic. You see, Pierre?
It is
Marlene takes the key.
important to remember that the state provided security. There was very little need for locked doors beyond that.
Marlene easily opens the door using the key that was found in the apartment.
Well, I presume we should go in. After all, we have the key.
Yes.
Well, gentlemen first.
I hold the door for everyone.
Thank you.
I go inside.
I will go in after Klaus.
I will wait for everybody to enter, and I will be last after Peter. So I don't want to be the first going in.
As you wish.
For a moment, Everyone crowds at the entrance, thinking about the future of willing to do something, but there is no further delay. Inside, just to the left, there is a directory of the people living in the building, and you immediately spot the name of Magda Orlova. She is living in the third floor, in room through 301. 301.
Mhm. Well, gentlemen, I have something with lifts, so I will take the stairs.
I recommend that we take the stairs. Yes, that seems like a good idea, Pierre.
Yeah, let's do some exercise. Take the stairs, okay?
Fewer surprises too.
Let's make a party of it.
As you make your way up, without further obstacles, you reach the floor and standing in front of the door to her apartment.
I put my ear to the door to see if I can hear anything.
As Pierre does that, the door swings open, and
Oh.
the sound of groaning, very weak, feeble groaning and moaning sounds, can be heard deeper into the apartment, specifically to the northeast.
I rush in. Magda? Magda?
Pierre is now standing in a room on the bed, the bedroom. Magda lies completely covered in sweat with a pink bathrobe, and her entire body, every single part of her body, every single centimeter, is covered with red blue boils.
Oh.
I step into the room. I look. I say, Pierre, do not touch her. No one
Yes,
touch her, whatever you do.
let me just go to the to the to the bathroom and perhaps take some towels and water to help clean her.
Both Dr. Werner and Pierre must roll. In the case of Dr. Werner, roll coolness. In the case of Pierre, roll willpower. If less than 15 is rolled, a point of stability damage is suffered.
Yep.
Alas.
Yes.
So I
Okay.
am down to stability at this point.
Yeah.
Everyone inside quickly.
Please don't come near her. I'll try to get something to help wash her, or I don't know.
Pierre, I sincerely recommend that you do not touch her at all.
She's beyond help. Don't get near her.
When Pierre enters the bathroom, it is just like the other bathroom, caked with vomit. And the bathtub is filled with cold, soapy water. There are towels on the floor, and a stench of too much perfume as well. And there are drops of blood. There are a few towels that are not completely dirty, and there's also toilet paper.
I reach for those.
And they are soiled.
Here, at least not directly touching her, but try to clean her, or try to, well, at least try to give her some kind of his.
No, Pierre, just a moment. Allow me to examine her. I take out my magnifying glass, and without touching her, I begin to examine at least one or two of the boils very closely.
The light of the apartment provides enough illumination for Dr. Werner to see that inside of each boil there is a yellowish larva sort of organism with a black head. As he approaches the boils, the small larvae recoil pull back away from Dr. Werner, deeper into each respective boil, as Magda, half asleep, half awakened, scratches her body and draws blood. Her hair is now completely white. It's as if she has aged 20 years in an instant.
Magda, can you hear me? Magda.
I believe this is a parasitic infection. I am seeing signs of some organism within each of the boils I'm examining. I do not think I recognize this.
Klaus must roll perception.
I look to see if there are some drapes or something that
I
I can
rolled a 20.
to help with this.
Peter can find a few drapes as needed, and Klaus spots on a small table a small black notebook that is titled Diary.
I pick it up and open it.
Klaus
I
can
will open
see-
the drapes and try to crack windows to give more ventilation and more sunlight.
Peter delays for a moment, but so it is done. And as the sunlight gets into the room, it is about 4 p.m. The body of Magda shakes. She yells horribly and stops moving. Klaus notices that several of the passages in the diary have been underlined with red ink, mentioning Magda suffering, her health deteriorating, and how she has been planning to meet with Philip and the others of the Slavic Association in Cardinal Street 31 in Berlin. She mentions avoiding their shared past, not mentioning anything about their shared events that were tragic and dreadful. But she has been feeling worse. She has carried out rituals that Philip has shared with her, but the boils are increasing. She is desperate and has no idea, as sometimes worms pop out of her body. Magda is no longer moving, and she appears to be not breathing.
We must
Okay.
help her.
I wave you off. I take out several small tools from my pockets. A small razor knife, a vial. I lean forward, cut one of the boils, and try to capture the larva or worm or whatever it is in the bottle so I can then stopper it.
Dr. Werner must roll coolness.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, that's okay. 14.
And so it is accomplished, although with great difficulty, as the organism tries to make its escape. And Dr. Werner could even swear that the black head had small teeth, but it is captured. As that is occurring, behind all of you, a voice is heard. Look, there they are! And a deep voice speaks. What are you doing here? I am the landlord of this place. Explain yourselves.
I step forward. We're friends of the tenant. We were concerned about her health when she didn't show for an appointment. We've come to look in on her, and she is in a very bad state.
Let me take a look at her. Magda, where is she?
She's in the bed.
Oh, you don't want to see this, sir. It's a bit, I don't know what came over her, but it's bad, so be ready.
I pick up a pillow from the bed or the floor near the bed and step
The-
back.
The landlord speaks. But she looks completely fine. She's just laying there. What are you talking about? But she... The landlord approaches and puts his hand under her nose. She's no longer breathing. We need to call an ambulance now.
Well, call the ambulance then.
Mhm.
Be quick, man.
And so the landlord rushes out of the room.
Oh, I think she's dead.
Of
Do I
course,
see
she's not
anyone
breathing.
in the room other than ourselves and Magda at this point?
Dr. Werner is almost in a daze as he feels the sense of otherworldliness taking over. Dr. Werner must roll willpower.
Willpower. Okay. So that would be. Yes, his willpower is pretty good. So that is a 13.
Despite his strong mind, a point of stability was suffered, and Dr. Werner could sense a familiar vibration of ceremonies that he witnessed when he was very young, even some on the streets, done by potential charlatans, some other more serious practitioners as well, as it is clear that in this apartment, occult rituals were carried out.
I feel that there are shadows of the past here. I am feeling them. I am almost hearing them. Peter, Pierre, do you sense anything?
I don't, but clearly there's another transaction burgeoning here, or transition burgeoning here.
Whoever is from time to time speaks through me, it will be very good to show up now and help us.
And there is no reply. The
Oh,
landlord
damn
steps
you.
and addresses all of you. Well, the paramedics are on the way and they want to speak with you because they want to know exactly what is going on. I told them that I could see no visible symptoms whatsoever, but they should arrive soon.
Yes, Magda was very ill, unfortunately. That's why we came to see her. She was not feeling well. Yes, you see, absolutely nothing at all to explain her sudden demise. Am I correct?
The
Yes, right.
landlord begins speaking almost without a pause, mentioning things that you already know about Magda's strange behavior, and sometimes acting like a hypochondriac as she was constantly scratching her arms, but there was nothing wrong, visibly wrong with her. As he continues, the paramedics arrive and they rush into the room and take Magda. The landlord speaks. Come on, everybody, I'll take you in my car. Let's go to the hospital.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't really like hospitals. I don't know if I'll be able to go. It's just I have this trauma related to hospitals. Maybe
Surely,
what is the
surely they
hospital
don't
there?
need all of us.
Yes, if you
Yeah.
could tell us
The
the name of the hospital, we could get there later.
As you're speaking, a couple of police officers step inside, and one was overhearing. I'm afraid we cannot do that. You see, a woman has died, and all of you were there.
She,
This is
she's
standard
dead?
procedure. She is no longer breathing according to the paramedics. But you never know with these cases. Perhaps by applying the defibrillator, she could be rescued, but we need you to be present there. We have seen strange cases of people that were apparently dead, but their hearts started beating. So come with us, please.
Well, the police is involved, so I don't know, gentlemen, if we could get out of this situation easily.
Oh no, of course we want to go with the police. Of course we do.
Hmm.
Peter, why don't we go with these two gentlemen?
Yes.
I
as
continue to
the
carry the
Well, we
pillow
are
with
going
me.
with the landlords, right? I mean, we're not all going to fit in the police car, so maybe it's better.
Well,
No reason
perhaps
to go.
I c- I can meet you there later. I'll go. I'll have to go to the French embassy to see something. I need to. Yes, I remember
the
just now.
the landlord speaks. Well, they can all fit in my bed. And the policeman reply, yes, we're just going to be escorting you. You can all go with this gentleman right here. We'll be driving in front and at the back.
Oh,
Okay.
merde.
Very
Okay.
kind of you.
Yeah, sure. Okay, let's go. I'll. Yeah.
And so, as you are taken to the hospital, and the last thing that you see are the paramedics desperately using the defibrillator on Magda, you arrive at the hospital in a short while, less than 10 minutes, as it was close by. You are escorted by the officers, and one of them speaks. Yes, sadly, there have been some unusual deaths recently. People that suddenly wake up dead. So we are already familiar with the ones that will be trying to help your friend. I don't want you to lose hope. I have seen some strange things. The other time, there was a kid, and he was practically dead, but they managed to bring him back, so I hope they will be able to do something.
Is it
Dr.
some sort of
Kellerman,
is it some sort of epidemic?
I cannot share too many details, but let's just say that in this week alone, we saw 3 cases. So I hope it is nothing too serious.
But
Doc-
all of those cases were in the same area as this one.
no, they were in different streets. Some was even on the other side of the street, more on the western side of Berlin.
And could that be contagious? We were there in the room with her.
We haven't seen that yet, but it is much better if you speak with the pathologist, Hans-Jörg Richter. He has been examining these cases, and Dr. Kellerman, the one will do her best to help your friend. I am sure she can also offer some insights.
Anything we
The
could do to help, I'm sure we'd be happy to do.
pathologist. Would it be possible for me to speak with the pathologist briefly?
Yes, he should be in the operating room. Right now, they are trying to resuscitate your friend. They have given me permission for you to step inside, as sometimes the friendly faces may help bring the person back from limbo. If you catch my
I
drift.
I
Well,
walk into the room.
yes. Me too.
I will join them.
Mhm.
I will go to. I'm going to.
Yes, of course.
Are,
As
Later.
you make your
I'm
way
going later.
into the room, you can see Magda shaking the corpse, moving about, lifeless, as the physician yells, "Clear!" And the shocks are applied. And for a moment, Magda stands, sitting in the table, with another worldly sound. Oh! The boils explode, and dozens of the worms crawl out and begin biting at Magda's body as she yells, "Everyone must roll willpower.
Willpower.
Okay.
15 or above. If not, 1 point of stability is taken."
Okay.
One
16 for
point of
me.
stability.
I rolled a
This
7.
time I make it. This time I
Yeah.
make it.
Yeah.
I
16.
wonder. I wonder if I'm jaded enough that this won't affect me as much.
I'm shaken now.
Peter gets a +1 bonus due to his previous ceremonial experience, but Peter also takes penalties due to the stability suffered previously, according to the chart.
17.
And so, everyone goes through the traumatic experience. And it is clear to Dr. Werner and Peter, who are able to keep their composure more than the others, that a man standing next to the Dr. Kellerman, based on their name tags, Hans-Jörg Richter, the pathologist, is also looking at the worms. And he looks at Dr. Werner and Peter and nods in silence, while the rest of the medical personnel are just taking care of Magda as if nothing unusual is occurring. Some of them actually have worms crawling over their skin, but they pay no notice to it. And the session concludes for today.
Okay. Then I will hold that thought for next time.
Yes.
Yes, it's a good idea that you asked about the pathologist, because now you were more aware and you immediately realized that he can also see the worms.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We'll have to have an interesting conversation with him. Yeah.
And what do you think about the session?
Things are
Yeah,
starting to
yeah.
advance. Yeah.
Yes.
By the way,
You know,
Judd, how much stability do you have left? Because you took a few-
I am sitting at. I'm about to the next point. Let's see. I'm at unfocused.
better
Yeah,
have
I'm
some-
worse than you. I'm shaken. Yes.
Oh,
Well, I lost 2 points of stability also.
remember to have those moments with the other characters to recover those points
Yeah.
of stability. Yeah.
yeah, so looking at mine, I am down 2, so I am now at uneasy.
And don't forget to update them in the character sheet.
Yeah, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm the less insane here. Moderately stressed still.
Yes, I
That is
noticed
so relative right now.
I
Yeah.
noticed that Klaus is a bit more surgical. Like Klaus takes a lot of time before doing anything. Like he waits and then he's like,
Yeah.
going to
I'm
look
waiting.
for this. And takes that.
Yeah, I probably need to be more reserved because I
Oh,
get,
no,
I get
wait,
ahead of
I'm
myself and
okay.
say it the wrong way. So yeah.
Well, we have reasons to be nervous about the situation given the distossification laws that they have at this point in time. So, yeah, Peter and Werner and Dr. Werner are not feeling great being
Yeah.
in Berlin at the moment.
Well, as soon as you grab the pillow, I'm like, yeah, it's pillow time.
No, I mean, I was literally thinking about just putting the Makarov to the pillow to muffle it and just taking out and saying, okay, let's leave. But too many people showed up.
Exactly, and then
It's like, dang it.
You two are so prone to violence.
You have no
It's-
idea.
I was about to say, it's like, oh, in a previous life, we might have been violent people,
Yeah, might.
Right, we are slow to anger but quick to resolve. That's what.
And there is still the mystery of that voice that suddenly speaks through Pierre.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I thought all Frenchmen were a little like that.
Yeah, it's the wine. It's the wine.
Where am I against? Where am I against? Why does my coffee taste so bad?
Sacre bleu!
Why are
By
there
the way-
filters
by the
on my
way,
cigarette?
I applied those penalties when you are like, I do it for your character or something, because like that pulls you a bit out of the experience. Like I said in my social contract, I'm all about that. I hand this over to Pierre, or I hand this over to Dr. Werner, but just like, I give this to your character. You suddenly have two players like speaking, and the illusion is kind of distorted. But overall,
So next
really
time,
good.
next time I speak weirdly, you feel free to bat me up, to punch me in the face.
No, you actually did really good, Pedro. Like for the most part, and this is just like objectively speaking, there was those moments from like I will, but from your part, it was almost like spot on. But yeah, and it's just to keep the immersion going, because you can probably tell when you play other games, you're like having like a conversation about the game, which isn't wrong. If you want to play the tabletop RPGs like a conversation with the game, that's fine, right? But here we are going for the role play. You are there in the world, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And do you want to say anything else before we wrap up the session? Any of you guys?
Well, it will be all for the next time to see what will happen
Mm-hmm.
with all the
We're in the
worms.
scariest city to be in,
Yeah,
in the time we're in it.
Mhm.
Yep.
with strange worms and pathologists and voices.
Oh, that too.
Yeah.
And history that we would rather leave behind.
Also very important. Do you have any feedback? Well, apart from my stumbling about when I am not familiar with some English words, anything else that you want to like? Oh, can
No,
you put more emphasis on this when describing this or that, etc.?
no.
Mm,
I think we have to master kind of how we do things when we want to do things at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of,
Okay.
yeah, because I don't want to talk over, but I did want to get like I wanted to secure that corner when we first came in the apartment, and I'm like, well, they're doing things, so I'll wait, and then
And then
but it
things
gives the
happen. Yes.
impression that you're just sort of standing there in the meantime. So
I think that would probably be the biggest comment, yeah, is that I noticed we were having difficulty making sure that everyone's getting their actions
Spotlight.
out.
Yeah, spotlight.
I think you did really good in like, when splitting up. You have been doing it because this is a tabletop RPG, so we cannot like have all of the information communicated at the same time.
yeah,
But just splitting up, and I examined this room, I examined that other room. How we handled it, it was. It wasn't too bad that I don't feel like you're being clumsy about it. And if you sometimes interrupt each other, sometimes that happens in fiction and in real life. Sometimes the characters are like, wait, no, wait, and then they're like, hold on. Wait, so it's perfect. I think you did great.
yeah. I think if the tendency is not to give the game master too much to juggle all at the same time. Right? Like, well,
Yeah.
I'm going over here, but I said I'm going to shoot that guy. Oh, but I'm going to. So yeah,
It
Mm-hmm.
has become a
you want it
problem
to
when
make sense. Yeah,
while playing online. There's always this problem because
Yeah, this problem.
Mhm.
Yeah.
yeah.
speaking over someone else, you can't hear neither, and so there's. But
And
that's
I
good.
had a bit of delay sometimes, but because I'm having internet issues, not very bad. But I can hear Miguel in the game, so I can still follow the session. But I know, okay, if I'm with delay, people
Yeah,
actually listening
sometimes one
or
of us
not.
gets delay because we are using the same connection, and it's enough for one person, but sometimes not enough for two.
And like I always say, roleplay solves everything. So if you interrupt someone, you could be like, "Oh, sorry, were you trying to do something, Doctor Werner, or what?" No, yo, please go ahead. You know, you can always like that.
Fair enough. That's
Yeah.
true.
Okay.
But thank you all for participating, and thank you to those watching us. This has been your host, Abraham El Jaguar, a professional game master. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you so much to those of you that are going the extra mile to support the channel. If anyone else wishes to further support the channel, consider joining as a member using the super thanks button. Like, subscribe, already said that, and definitely check out the Red Room. They have a lot of cool stuff there. They have covered almost pretty much any genre you can think of. Only cosmic superheroes so far are not in the repertoire. But once again, thank you all, and remember, master roleplay and you will master the game. Once again, thank you all. I'm stopping the recording in 10 seconds.